In testing the pain tolerance of the arm guards, we decided to try it out with several different sparring weapons. We started with the steel saber, and then we did the synthetic longsword, and then we went along to the synthetic saber, and then of course we had to do the axe. Okay, yeah. Okay.
That'll look really
Yeah.
professional. Because we're professional. We're so professional.
We're working on it.
Just be like, hey guys, our new package just came in.
Hey guys, this is Nova Salute Fencing, and today we're going to do an unboxing of the arm guards we ordered from Purple Heart Armory. Wow, that's great.
You're in the center line again.
I'm sorry!
Right into your leg.
You ready?
Arm guards.
Arm guards.
Is that our intro? Arm guards.
Arm guards! That
That's
sounds
not cringy.
stupid.
We're gonna be
Start with the intro! So today we're doing a review on two sets of arm guards that we got from the Purple Heart Armory website. We've got the SPES arm guards, and then we also got the Absolute Force arm guards. So one of the major upsides to the Absolute Force guards is that it's got thinner plates that go all the way around your arm, so that allows for more flexibility as you're like moving your arm around and whatnot. I ordered the medium instead of the regular, which was a mistake on my end. I thought the way that would work is regular is like small, and then medium is standard, and large would be huge Gigantosaurus, but that would happen to be the medium that is also huge. So it does cover my elbow a little bit. It's not really a downside for me. It actually gives a little bit more protection, but I can see just by looking at my arm, I probably should have gotten the regular.
I think the best thing about the SPES guards is that they come with elastic straps and they overlap, so you don't get the gap in the middle. And if you have really large arms, they can stretch a lot further to fit any size arm.
The downside to the Absolute Force guard, as far as fitting goes, is that it does leave a decent portion of your arm exposed. At least for me it does, and this is the medium, so I would expect this to almost cover the entire arm with how much bigger it should be. I can't imagine how much more exposed you are with the regular, but it does leave a decent portion of my arm kind of open. With the gambeson on, that's not a huge deal, but when you're doing anything with a lot of force behind it, you kind of want to cover as much as you can, and this leaves my arm pretty open in this little area right here.
The downside to the SPES one is how difficult it is to get on by yourself.
Think of that. The elbow pad?
Yeah. It's really hard to get on because of the way it overlaps, and it has these elastic straps.
I would say with the Absolute Force arm guard, the only restriction I really feel, maybe it's because I don't have a high enough up on my arm, but this seems to be the only way to wear it with it being so big, is when I try to do a moulinette, my wrist kind of catches partly on the gauntlet. I can still get pretty decent movement in. It's not a big deal, but it's enough that you definitely notice it if you're used to not fighting with arm protection on.
Alright, well, as far as the SPES ones are concerned, I don't really feel much restriction at all. They cut out pretty far here on the arm. It doesn't cover my elbow, so when you add the elbow pads, I have plenty of movement. And I have plenty of movement here for my wrist because of how thin the actual pad is.
The Absolute Force, it's still pretty great. I would rather have it over nothing. Against the Steel Saber and the Purple Heart synthetic weapons, it did a pretty good job of kind of keeping the pain away. I didn't feel too bad. I definitely felt a decent amount of the impact, but it's definitely better than nothing. And I don't know if these are designed for a longsword or not, but the longsword hit, it didn't feel like it helped very much of at all. It definitely would keep your arm from breaking, but as far as the pain goes, it just went straight through. It didn't feel like I was wearing anything when I got hit.
As far as the SPES ones, it was much better at protecting. The plates in it are actually much denser and less flexible, so when you get hit, it really does a good job of spreading it out through your whole arm. Longsword hit to the bone still hurts, but it's tolerable. It's within the margin of tolerance there. Getting hit multiple times in the same spot with either of them just hurts still.
Yeah, they're not going to take away all the pain. No matter what, you're going to feel it. It's still better no matter what than wearing nothing, but. As far as pricing goes, One thing that I noticed for sure is the Absolute Force arm guards are actually more expensive than the SPES ones, and I'm not entirely sure why. It might just be a company thing, or it might be maybe cheaper to make the SPES ones. I'm not sure. But as far as like the benefits of the SPES ones compared to the Absolute Force ones, I'm not really sure why. It's not even a whole lot more expensive. It's like $4 or $5, but it's enough that I'm wondering why. The material on the straps definitely feels a lot cheaper, like that kind of Velcro that you could buy at Walmart in the craft section. The padding feels great in my opinion. I like it, but as far as the pain tolerance, when we tested them out, it doesn't seem to provide near as much safety feeling as the SPES ones did, and it doesn't go all the way around your arm either. It's just I'm not really sure why they cost even $1 more than the SPES ones.
As far as the SPES ones, they are a little bit cheaper, as he said. You get the harder plates, like you can see that it kind of stands up on its own. They don't bend. You also get a Velcro strip on the inside, which pairs with the SPES elbow guard, and you get nice branding on the strap. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of branding, but that looks just sexy. I don't know why. To sum it all up, I definitely would recommend the SPES arm guards over the Absolute Force any day. They definitely fit a lot better. The protection, I felt so much more safe when I was wearing that. The hits that got hit on my arm felt way less painful when we were doing the testing. The pricing is better, so there's really no reason not to just get the SPES ones over the Absolute Force. And I love Absolute Force. My helmet or my mask is Absolute Force. I don't have anything against Absolute Force, but as far as arm guards go, SPES has the winning ticket there.
Yeah, I mean, for what you get the branding, which looks kind of nice if you're into that. They're comfortable. They're a little bit better movement. Yeah, they definitely is worth the price that you pay for them. And if you bundle them with the elbow guards, they're a little bit cheaper. Yeah, it's like $60. So
yeah, it's definitely a far better price. I got these ones actually on sale on the Purple Heart website. They were doing a sale for like $34 instead of the $45. So I spent less than if I had gotten those. But standard, and whenever the sale ends, it goes back to these being more expensive. So there's really no point. I only saved $10 for nothing, honestly.
Yeah. Just the pure protection that these provide is worth paying even a little bit extra, but especially a little bit less.
I'm still gonna wear these. They still feel fine. I'm not gonna go out and buy another pair because they're not as great as those ones. I still think that if you can afford something, there's no reason not to get those ones. But if you got these, there's nothing wrong with them. There's just more benefits for the price you pay.
Exactly. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see in the comments below.
And as always, we'll see you next time.